Hi guys, my name is Imran and today I'm going to talk about how to use the Sage slider and how it works. Okay, so let's begin then. So I will explain to you what this Sage slider is basically first. Okay, so Sage slider plugin allows you to add this slider at any place on the front end by calling the shortcode Sage slider. It gives you the option in the customizer also to add and modify the slides of your slider. Okay, so when I say anywhere, it basically means that when you're adding a new post or creating a new page, or even when you're adding a new widget, all you have to do is just write this Sage slider shortcode while you're creating the post in the backend in your post content, and that's it. Your slider will be created and displayed on the front end. So it's as simple as that. So it's pretty easy to use. Okay, so let's begin then. So if you go to your dashboard of your WordPress site, and if you go to plugin, if you click on add new, you can search for the Sage slider, which is SAGE, Sage slider. Oh, thank you so much for downloading this plugin. It's developed by me and it's pretty nice. Okay, so as you can see that this is the description, and you have the description of how to install it. You've got some FAQs in case if it doesn't work. You've got the screenshot and things like that. You have the plugin homepage that takes you to the information about how to install it and things like that, and soon it will have the link of this video as well. And then you have the wordpress.org plugin page, which also gives you a description about it is tested up to and requires and things like that. Okay, so all of this information is present over here. You have installation and all that over here. So now what you can do is you can download it and then you can install it. So it's installing, and then once it's installed, all you have to do is just activate it. Another way is to actually go to this repository and just download it from here and include it in your plugin folder, which is basically in your WordPress WP content. Inside of the plugin folder you can download it and include it, called the Sage slider. However, the first option is just to download it from the WordPress plugins and just activate it. So now I've activated this Sage slider already. Okay, and all I have to do now is go to posts, create new. Let's say I write Sage slider. That's the name of the post, and all I have to do is just write Sage within the square brackets underscore slider and close the square bracket, publish it, and that's about it. That's all I have to do. There's nothing else you need to do to get the slider. So now if you go to your theme, so I'm currently using the Bento theme, as you can see you've got the Sage slider being displayed over here. Okay, you can also create more posts and have more sliders. I wouldn't know why you'd need that, but just in case if you want to. So slider 2, and then all I have to do is just use a square bracket, Sage underscore slider, and then publish it. And then if you go back to the WordPress site, you can see there's another slider created. Okay, you can click on it basically and go left and right. Okay, so it automatically moves. And you can also go to a page. Okay, and you can create, let's say if you create a page called slider page, and all you have to do is just define the shortcode Sage underscore slider, publish it, you go to that link for that page, permalink, and sure enough you can see that the slider is again present over here. Okay, so that's how you can get it on the page, a specific page, or you can get it on any particular post. You also have an option to go ahead and add that as a part of the widget. So I can go to widgets, I can take text, include it over here, I can name it as slider widget. Okay, and then all I have to do is just include the shortcode, which is sage underscore slider within the square brackets, and save it. Okay, go to front end, and I should be able to see that slider somewhere here. And sure enough, you can see that you've got the slider right here. Okay, so that's how simple it is. You can get it on posts, you can get it on widgets, you can get it on a particular page as well. Okay, now one more important thing is that there are some FAQs for this. So if I have to just show you one moment. Okay, this is the FAQ. Now, there could be some issues with certain sites who are not using the content function to display the content. Okay, so there's just FAQ have mentioned over here that if you have an issue like I've included the shortcode say slider in post or page content through backend, however, it is not displayed on the front end. So in case if that happens, just check if your plugin is activated. Just deactivate all the plugins and reactivate the say slider plugin again. And make sure that whenever you are displaying the content in index.php or probably wherever you want this slider, make sure you're using the content function. So I'll just show that to you what I mean. So if I go to my theme, let's say bento, okay, and if I go to index.php, you can see that the content that's coming over here is basically from the get template part content.php. Inside of the content.php, you have different things being called like bento post content, and inside of the bento post content, you have the content function being used. Okay, so just make sure that wherever you want this slider, the content function is being used in your theme. Most themes will have that already by default, but just in case if it doesn't show at a page or a post or in the widget, just ensure go back to your file and check that your file is using the content function to go ahead and display that because it is required so that the shortcode API parses any registered shortcode. Okay, that's about it. I hope you enjoy using this plugin. If you have any questions, you can leave it comments in the support section. I'll be happy to answer that. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Signing off, and it was Imran that you were listening to. Thank you. Bye bye.